So, hi everyone, I'm Claire if you're new to me, and hi everyone if you're a hashtag oldie, you know who I am. Right, so we're just going to get straight into this. The sage is burning away there. So, it's 11/11, 2022 as I'm filming this. So, now obviously that's for future reference if people find this in the future. Where I often reside, guys. I'm in the future timelines the majority of the time. So yeah, I'm going to clear your energy first, and I'm going to pick some cards. So this is going to be for the 11/11 energy, but it can also make sense if you find this later on, because I'm really going to set the intention that we're bringing in the energy of 11/11, but that you could watch this as some kind of clearing every day if you want, or whenever you need it. Inner temple, yeah, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So this is going to be to help you tune into the portal of your heart. What else do we need to know for a start? I don't want to make it all about the cards, because that's mostly what people associate with me, I think. And again, it's like I am a healer as well. So cards are healing, but you know what? We're here to heal. We're here to heal. See, they're here to heal through me, and they know it's time. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. But you know, look at what I just said. It was like it contradicted what I said, didn't it? But I get that. It's like you could tell yourself, it's not yet time, it's not yet time. Wait, you know, and just it's about how we self-sabotage. But for many of us, it is time. Wherever it is, you hold yourself back, or you get distracted, do other things. Like again, those of you that follow me for ages will know they often use my own stuff or my client stuff to get across point. And I can feel they're saying to me, it's like how I can just easily, you know, my cards are my thing. I can do it with my eyes closed. I can do it without cards. Like that's what I'm here to do. But it's healing that I'm also here to do, and silent healing, which when I stop talking for this bit, that's what I'm going to focus on. For something different, just to mix it up a little bit. So where are you telling yourself, it's not yet time, it's not yet time? And then, what's this one? Your guidance is divinely guided. Again, if you're new to me, you could be like, what? But it's like, it's about, you know what I mean? Like, you're divinely guided. So for some people, that it's not yet time. It's about actually, is that true, or is that a limiting belief, a story that you're telling yourself? Because that's what the energy of that eclipse, which we're in the week of, you know, we've just come out of it, is about. It's about if you're staying in your comfort zone, right? You're not meant to be staying in your comfort zone, which is why I'm giving the example of, if I just constantly, I'm only ever doing card readings, although I know I'm always giving out the light codes, the frequencies, the healing, and I could, you know, it's not like I'm still being of service. It's not only a bit, it gets a bit boring for me, to be honest, but also I know that I'm here to do so much more than that, and actually people do just need a lot of silent healing, a lot of like less talking, and that's, you know, like, so I've shared that before, although you know, people may see me as like talking a lot, because that's channeling. You know, the majority of the time I choose to spend my time alone, and when I spend time with people, it's people like I have to really love the people I'm spending time with, because I'm just so I just absorb everyone's energy. So and like in real time now as I'm filming this, you'll see it. I picked up on you know, somebody's slight headache, like blurry vision, and that's not a coincidence. That's someone that you know, that I'm very connected to, like on the membership tiers and everything. So it happens, but it happens to people. It's happened with those of you that aren't even, like, you know, in my memberships or part of the tier, or in it, like definitely the tiers, because there's not many people on it just now. But do you know what I mean? It's just, so I've really got to watch my energy, right? So, and so have you. And again, this is like, I'm used to that because I've been a healer for years, and this is my calling. But I'm saying that to other people, like many of you may be like this too, and you're not realizing it. You've actually absorbed other people's stuff, and now I'm wondering if I'm going to pull a card about that. So for some of you, it's not yet time, things are being woven. That feels like for those of you that are in the dark night. So definitely divine masculine, women or men, you know, whatever you identify as out there. It's not yet time for you, because you're like that woman suspended in air. And look, yeah, and you don't need to be a woman, you can be a man too. How can you mother yourself? Like, you just need to look after yourself and mother yourself, and you know, stop worrying about everyone else so much. And that even includes your twin flame. If you're like, oh my god, it's too late, and you know, I've taken ages as it is and all that, like whatever, you know, all the kind of chatter that I can hear of the collective, the Twin Flame Collective, you know, just look after yourself, because when you look after yourself, that helps your twin. So divine feminine energies, regardless of gender, when you look after yourself, you help your twin. The twins that were kind of later to cottoning on or waking up to the journey or whatever you want to call it, again, doesn't mean that they didn't have a clue who you were. There will have been, you know, strong feelings there, but it's just getting it on a deeper level is the best way that they're getting me to put it. And again, if you're wondering why I'm talking about twin flames, it's because this is a twin flame channel. I'm a twin flame divine channel, and I'm primarily here to help twin flames. So yeah, that's why. Right, what else do we need to know? Because I've been 5 minutes chatting. That's channeling. Everything I say is channeling. What do we need to know before I do this? Give us one for people's divine feminine sides and then divine masculine. So that could be the same person watching. This is your feminine, allowing, receptive, your feelings. You're going inwards energy, and then you're doing, you're being, you're doing, you're taking action, getting on with energy. But again, they're both within you, regardless of your gender. So for our feminine energy, just say yes. Look, just say yes. But you know what? You know, some ways you could take that to be like a masculine energy. Some ways you could take be a feminine. But I'm saying just say yes to your feelings. You know what I mean? So if you're feeling excited and it's time to do something and you just don't know why, like again, that's very that starseed kind of activation. There's just, and again, it doesn't matter if you've been on this journey years. Like I say, I went through my dark night of soul absolutely years ago. And I never know when to say it started. Sometime between 2014 and 2016. I think it was actually, like, I think I was in it 4 years, if not even before that. But my huge spiritual awakening happened around 2010, definitely 2012. So you know what I mean? I've been on this journey for years helping other people, but it never stops, is what I'm saying. So just say yes to the next part of your journey. For some of you, you may be just waking up for the first time. You'll know. Just say yes. Say yes to what feels right to you. That's your feminine energy. So that goes for men and women out there. That says say yes to your feelings. You know, so those of you that were running away from intimacy, because that is often divine masculine's journey, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman. Because like say, I work with loads of women that followed the logical, linear sort of way of life, and now they're more in touch with their true divine feminine energy, and they want something different. And that goes for a lot of men, I'm sure, out there as well. Right. So that's just say yes as if divine feminine energy. And this could, I bet you if people are watching this way in the future too, it could make sense, and let us know in the comments. And masculine, because again, I'll put a timestamp if you don't want to watch all of this at the start every time you watch it. Masculine, where's the masculine at to go with that collective of divine feminines that are just saying yes? Wow. Wow, and it's a full moon, and remember, it's just been a full moon. This is a full moon week. Masculines are feeling the call. Leap. And then I love that as a woman too, because although a lot of divine feminines, divine masculines are a man, it's like a lot of divine masculines are women too. So just make it fit where it fits. You go first. The universe will catch you. But you go first. Isn't it interesting? It's like often the divine feminine does need to go first and do something quite brave, as I pulled the courageous peony for the little video as well. I'll link it below that I've done for this 11/11 just off the cuff, but those are often the better ones, because it's not me, I'm just being a divine channel. When divine feminine goes first and does something brave, guess who follows? Divine masculine. So it's because you're linked, you are a team, and this is what I feel I'm here to do, is to, you know, like, mend the bonds hurt by pride, is what I just heard, and that is from the film Brave. Scottish, and I'm Scottish, and that is what was channeled to me years ago from my guides, as I am here to mend the bonds hurt by pride, whether it's between twin flames, whether it's between you and anyone, you know what I mean. It's to, you know, close the gap on this separation consciousness with twin flames, you know what I mean, because we've all got both. Yeah, you go first, the universe will catch you. So a lot of divine masculine energies are being guided to do something brave, and then look at this, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Oh my god, if you see the whole chat with me picking up on the collective, I said it felt like either people's migraines, or because it'll be loads of people, but someone has already confirmed it was definitely them, because exactly how they described it is how I felt it. migraines or overthinking energy. And that confirms a longer video that I've done as well. Keep facing your true north. And it's not a coincidence that full moon in Taurus was conjunct the north node in Taurus, which is your true north. You know, it's our collective destiny. We're all heading towards valuing ourselves more and who we really are. Right, okay, that's enough chatting. Powerful, that's what we're working with today. So whenever you watch this, that's the energies that we're bringing in. So first of all, I'm just going to clear your... Now this might end abruptly, right? Because, yeah, when my buzzer goes, I'm going to need to go. But that's all right, you know. I'll just, as I've warned you. So like I say, I want it to be quite short. But, you know, Spirit usually works it out, the divine, that it all works out the way it's meant to work out. Right, so it's my food shop, so nothing exciting. Well, it is exciting, I guess, but right, so I'm just gonna cleanse your energy. We're gonna calm down the energies now. So as I'm doing this, I'm just gonna channel my usual 11 minutes in, my usual clearing. So I want you to close your eyes, and as you're closing your eyes, you can open them again to see what I'm doing if you're curious as well. But I just want you to close your eyes and breathe in, telling yourself relax, and breathe out, telling yourself release, and breathing in, telling yourself relax, and breathing out, telling yourself release. Just continue to say that. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, release. And I want you to begin to imagine a cloud of mist forming above the top of your head. And that cloud of mist has the power to dispel any negative energies or entities or anything hanging about your aura that doesn't serve you at this time. That cloud of mist also has a cloud of sage in it, as I'm literally surrounded in a cloud of sage. And you can open your eyes for a moment if you want to see what I mean, and then just close them again. You're in full control. Remember, as I'm a hypnotherapist as well, I genuinely can't help that people do sometimes just go deep, even in a short space of time. But just go with the flow. It's just here to relax, yeah, and especially people that are feeling a lot of anxious energy. It can be a scary time for many people, but you're in control. So, closing your eyes, I want you to imagine that cloud of mist falling over the top of your head, smoothing over any worries, stress, busyness, anxieties of your own, other people's projections, whether you know that's happening or not. Any psychic attack, because that's what I specialise in, is clearing psychic attack, distortions, spell work, black magic, as well as limiting beliefs and all of this. To me, it's one and all the same. And we're in the season of the shadow as I'm filming this, remember. Scorpio season, Scorpio is the shadow. And we've all got a shadow. To deny the shadow is to deny who you really are. The key is to balance your light and your dark. And then once you balance and accept and integrate your own shadow, your own light and dark within you, that's more than likely when it coincides with a physical manifestation of your true twin flame. And for some people, it might be somebody different than what you felt. You know, I have helped people with this. It really, you know, it really depends on how sure you are about that. So, that energy, and remember, anything I say when I'm channeling, it's all part of what people need to hear as a collective at this time. So, lots of doubts and overthinking. And there is a lot of very deceptive, trickery energy. With Jupiter retrograde in Pisces and Neptune retrograde in Pisces, which has been there a while, that is unconditional love, which is twin flames. It's very magical, it's very spiritual healing, it's very everything that I do be exist in the higher dimensions. But the shadow side, it is also confusion, illusion. You know, the 12th house energy, Pisces, is your deepest fears and your deepest desires, which is why everything I help people with is helping them clear limiting beliefs as it gets to 1444, and I was saying that. You know, activate your soul's blueprint by drawing attention to the various, like when I get drawn the numbers, or I do it through astrology in my own way and all the different, but just my frequency. But basically, yeah, I'm here to clear the darker stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. And that includes where people have picked up dark attachments, entities. I won't go any deeper into that, but if you want to know what I mean, you can, ask me when, for those of you that do sessions with me or what, you can ask me what a bit, but some of you will know what I mean. To kind of not, I need to kind of speak in code a little bit there. Right, so now the energy goes down over your eyes, relaxing your eyes, but not so much that you can open your eyes right now if you wanted to see what I'm doing. And just allow it to go over your throat chakra now, because with the video that I'm going to link below, there was a lot about share your voice, share your song, come out the cave, fear of persecution, basically a lot of stuff about speaking your voice. And I woke up this morning and I was actually like, oh no, I've lost my voice, because it does often happen at this time of year. And they were like, no, it's all right, don't worry, we're just trying to tell you something about the divine masculines in particular, or divine feminines, divine masculines, you know what I mean? But what I very much suspect now as I'm channeling this is I bet you if I didn't get around to doing this, because I think I was going to do something for 11/11 last year and I never got around to doing it. I've probably done it for one of my more private groups, which I am going to do for them too. But it's, it's putting stuff off, which now you see that links back to the first card. So wherever you're putting stuff off all the time, you need to push yourself out your comfort zone. If you know that you're just getting started, give yourself a break. And that's when you can come to healers like myself, You Trust Me, or the many other amazing people out there that specialise in helping you find your voice and your unique energy signature, blueprint, whatever you want to call it. I do it through looking at people's charts, really. And that activates that remembrance alone. I mean, often I've done that on, nights out, or, randomly, in the queue for something, if that comes, or, friends of friends, like, I'll just kind of look at someone's chart and they're like, oh my God, that is what I'm like. And as soon as somebody hears you're the way you're meant to be, it helps, ironically, when you accept yourself the way you are, then you can actually achieve more rather than trying to be somebody else that you're not. You know what I mean? Anyway, I won't go into deeper than that. So this is all the stuff that's going around. It makes sense of throat chakra. In order to, be your true self, and that's not a coincidence I'm coughing now, we have to accept who we really are. If you're really shy and you're trying to do all this really out there stuff and you're forever finding you're not able to do it, maybe you're not meant to be really out there. Not everybody's meant to be doing that. Then there's the more complicated thing of you are meant to be out there and doing that, and you're just needing, you need to push through more fear. That I'm the latter one. But you got to be careful of the stories you tell yourself. I look at some people's charts that have got very introverted placements, and they are more suited to more sort of private smaller groups, or in work with person in smaller groups. And it's it's just your soul chose the way you want to be. So you know what I mean. And it's, again, it is more difficult if you are here to speak to a wider audience, but you don't need to overwhelm yourself with that. Look at me, like, I've taken ages, but I've taken the amount of time I'm meant to take, and I just accept that about myself. So therefore I help people that are the same. I actually help people that are either the same, or I've helped people that are doing incredibly well with massive followings and loads of different platforms. And again, it's like I don't disclose that information, because some of these people were ages ago, and maybe they've only even come to me once, but they've soared after. And some of them realise it was something to do with what I've helped them with, and other ones don't. Other people maybe haven't connected the dots, and that's part of my journey, is I just don't concern myself with that, and I just am proud that I have helped, that I've helped people. And I'm actually being shown, I can think of one person, it wasn't even, wasn't through a session, it was through me doing something in public, which is often the way, and then them remembering who they were, and then they did share in a massive way. Again, there's a few of them, but then they went away again, because they're probably quite like me and quite introvert, and who knows, they'll maybe pop up again. And if they do, maybe I'll be able to share who that is. But and the thing is, the nature of it is, a lot of people, it sometimes it wouldn't even be on people's radar, because you wouldn't have been awakened to that part of the journey. But like I say, anyway, I don't know, see what I mean? I'm not going to judge that. I'm going into all of that because it must be relevant. It's the journey that those people have went on, and it's a journey that I'm on myself as well, to to accept what I'm here to do, which is I'm here to help the leaders. I'm here to help the New Earth leaders. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to support you, and obviously I'm one of them too. And it's always been the way that I can support people that are doing similar kind of work, or even been doing it longer than me, with all the different skills that I've got, just because again people trust me, and I'm a good listener. I'm good at talking too, I'm good at channeling, I'm good at clearing energy, but I'm also good at listening. And it's just I'm never going to stop repeating that message, that when you can let down your own guard and your own pride and ego to get support from people, that's your feminine. We all have to do that. Wherever you know that you don't get enough, you don't receive enough healing from others, try to look at that. You can't be giving, because I can tell you right now, why is the physical manifestation of my twin flame not here? Well, it's simply not divine timing. But the other reason is for what I just said. I was always too much of a giver. But now I feel I've got that in quite a healthy balance. And I feel really proud of myself, feel really happy with myself. I feel really proud of my twin flame as well, without even knowing what, what is going on in his, everyday walking about physical material life. But I feel proud of the two of us, and I hope that you're somewhere on your journey that you can say that as well, without even knowing, and even risking you looking, even risking your kind of mind that'll be kind of like, oh God, like what about when you find out this? Just put it all aside. Who cares? You know what I mean? That's how I feel right now in this moment. Proud of myself and proud of my twin. There we go. Right. Wow, that's a lot, and it's making it longer than I wanted it to be. But 22 minutes, that's a powerful number. That is 11:11. 11 add 11 is 22. It's time to get this. So, going down over the heart chakra, calling on Saint Germain and the violet flame to cleanse, clear, delete any previous requests that no longer serve our highest good, to make way for what will serve our highest good and the highest good of all involved, across all timeline, space and dimensions, all versions of self. Calling on that clearing and healing for your twin flame too, if they're accepting of it with our higher self's permission. I can't see why they wouldn't be. And that also is really interesting timing of what I just said, because I work in the energy realms and your twin works in the material. Again, whether your twin realises it or not, that is, so some of you are the twin that I am and some of you are the other one, but that's how it works with twin flames. And now the energy goes over the heart chakra, pulling in that unconditional love for exactly where you're at in this now moment, and they're definitely trying to get that point across today, aren't they? And now down over your solar plexus, pulling back your power wherever you've given your power away, knowingly or unknowingly. We call back your power from all timeline, space and dimensions, versions of self. And down over the, I'm doing it quicker now because I didn't mean this bit to be this quick. And then down over the sacral chakra, igniting that passion when it needs to be ignited, clearing the fear, balancing out your anger. Fear, anger, these are all valid emotions, but we don't want to stay in the lower world, as I would call it with shamanic terms. You want to kind of feel it to heal it, and then come back up for air kind of thing, and get help and all that. You need to keep the balance. And then down to the root chakra, calling on grounding, safety, security, balancing out our finances wherever we need to do that, whatever that means to all of us, because we'll all be in different places there. Definitely clearing any distortion around the continued fear that is pumped into the collective that you could really fall into. Again, like I would say, just be sensible about it, keep it practical. As long as you're paying something towards the things you need to pay, as long as you're paying your bills, it's only when you stop completely. And that's interesting they're using that analogy, because that full moon was about money, but it's I think just it seems so simple to me, so practical, but people keep missing that. It's only people that completely bump something, which is why I always talk about karma with money, whether it's, through my experiences of had that happen to me or helping people where that's happened to them. It's, at the end of the day, obviously it's only money, right? And I know people get really stressed out about money, and particularly divine masculine energies can get really, but men and women can get so caught up in having money, having more money if you've already got money, not having money, just money, 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 everything revolves around money, and it does my head in, really, you know, not me in the slightest. But that can have its issues too when you're not money orientated, because then people can take advantage of it. So you have to, you know, you have to find your happy medium there. I'm a happy medium with how it works for me. And again, it's about energy exchange, and there's something here about just get it in balance there, you know, like you're not, things are not going to go this terrible, awful way that they portray if you're just doing what you normally do. If your bills are sky high, pay what you can. Yeah, is it nice to be in a lot of debt? Of course it isn't. But again, it's like, as somebody, listen, trust me, as somebody that like literally lives in my overdraft, very rarely, occasionally I have been out in overdraft a few times in my life, but I don't let it affect my happiness. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know who needs to hear all of that, but it's what's in the collective. So see what I mean? Whenever I just try to make it a neat one that you could listen to every day, it doesn't work like that. So that's the way they want me to do it. That's the way they want me to do it. And I'm just going to pull one more card, and then we're going to see that energy coming from the root chakra, with obviously a lot of stuff going on about money. So you go down from your hips, over your thighs, down over your knees, which are about worthiness, down out through your feet, the roots of the tree, carrying down all that stuff that you no longer need. Limiting beliefs, fear, worries, doubts, stuck energy, stay in your comfort zone, release, 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 down to Mother Earth, however you imagine that to be. And we cut the cords of fear, lack and negativity, the old earth. I'm actually going to shake the rattle, and you will hear it because I'm not on Zoom. So don't get a fright, but I'm going to shake this rattle, and we're going to cut the cords. Actually, I'm going to use my selenite wand, so we're cutting the cords to the old earth with Archangel Michael. And then I'm going to shake the rattle. Do that again after it, and then cut the cords to fear, lack, negativity, the old earth, which is very much dying out. And then we connect our new, stronger cords to the new earth with peace, calm, abundance, balance of our masculine and feminine energy within. And then I've just picked up the crystal deck that was shuffling, and that's funny because I kept pulling that card, that kept coming out when I was doing work with a child and an adult yesterday, actually. So that means something. It was a mother and a child, but which may have relevance here too, but that it's the fact that it's, you know, healing not only your adult self but your inner child as well, which is what I heal within people. So yeah, rite of passage. It's a rite of passage, you know, it's time to move on from one part of your life to move on to the next. It's time to take action, and that's continuous with what I was saying about those of us light warriors, light workers, starseeds, whatever you want to call yourself, that have stayed stuck a while. And again, it's because we weren't in the shift. We weren't in the shift yet, but we're certainly in it now. We're in it now. And with lots of people going through spontaneous spiritual awakenings, lots of twin flame unions happening, lots of all different kinds of stuff. People want to accept their calling more. People similar to myself, you know, you will be needed to help. You will be needed to support others, you know what I mean? And I've been told I'm going to be a lot busier than what I've been ever, basically. And I know that. I just always don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I can feel it coming. Letting go. You see? And look what I just said. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but I can feel it. I can feel it coming. That's what I just said about the work, but that's also about the twin flame union as well for us as well. You don't know exactly when it's happening, but you can feel it coming. Let go of the linear time, you know. It doesn't mean days, weeks, months, but for some people it does, you know. Soon it's just a feeling of something's happening, but let go. It's the divine feminine. You have to let go and surrender, take action. When you let go and surrender, that's when you detach enough, that's when your twin will feel when it's time to take action. You're protected. I feel that's what we were just doing there. Sexuality, as I've been channeling a lot this week, twins are, it is a sexual union, you know. It's you can't forever be in that place of being in, you know, the sexual union part, but it is a massive part of twin flames, the sexual kundalini energy. It's why you feel them even though you're apart, like that wee card says all the time. Success. Yeah, look, the success is coming. Whatever that means to you. Success and joy. We'll take it. And ancient wisdom, because ancient wisdom is awakening. Ancient wisdom crystal. Master teacher card. That's relevant because if you look at my info bit, that's what was channeled years ago to me, was I was a master. I'm like a twin flame master teacher, do you know what I mean? So because that's all I help people with, like forgiveness, you know what I mean? And teacher, right, as I was saying about teacher. So this is what I'm forever. It just seems like, God, I thought I'd already accepted that, but that's my journey, is just to accept that I am a teacher. Shamanic teacher, twin flame teacher, whatever, what's it, it's, you know, spiritual teacher, I'm a teacher. And I just shuffled again ancient wisdom, because I've got a lot of ancient wisdom inside me, and I've done enough learning, and that's what I was just about to say. Because if I'm staying in my comfort zone, which is my south, I'm explaining this about me to help you, because if I stay in my comfort zone, which is the south node in Sagittarius, that would me continuously doing learning about all the different things that I do, which is already literally over 10 different titles that I've got, which is why, you know, I value my time and energy and experience that many other people don't have. You know what I mean? Nobody has my unique combination of experience and skills, because they're not me, and you need to take that on board for you if you need to hear that too. So I need to honour and value that about myself, but it's also, I've done enough learning of different things. I now just need to get on with it. My North Node is in Gemini, so Gemini means I'm channeling this, so Gemini is the twins. The Gemini energy in my chart is a big reason of all my placements in Gemini, which is a lot of them, is my reason why, you know, I just went cock out there, that I'm here to help the twins. And so, yeah, that's uncomfortable for me though. Your North Node should be uncomfortable. So I'm just explaining, you know, the North Node right now is in Taurus, the South Node's in Scorpio. So if you're staying in the pain, feeling sorry for yourself, telling yourself you can't do it, you know, just basically if you're staying in the pain and the, you know, the comfort zone, like trauma bonds and all that, you're not meant to be, you're meant to be getting uncomfortable. I said it the other day, to me, South Node in Scorpio is like casual sex and avoiding intimacy, regardless of your gender. And the North Node in Taurus to me is like moving towards a committed, valued, valuable relationship, which for everyone that tunes into this, I'd imagine would be, you know, accepting yourself and moving towards your twin flame. Peace, which should be really quite peaceful. You will have moved through all of the worst parts of it, and when you come into union with your twin, it'll be really quite peaceful. It doesn't mean you won't experience turbulent times, of course you will, we're in life, but nothing like what you had with karmic partners, romantic friendships, family, wherever that applies. Right, okay, it's already been 30 minutes. So with all that being said, they wanted to bring in the card, so that's fine. So now I feel I'm just going to do a wee bit of silent healing. So you might have opened your eyes, you might still have them closed, but I want you to pull up whatever you feel you need from the New Earth energy, whether it's in line with the bits and bobs that I've been channeling with the cards, or whatever came through in the clearing there that we needed to hear. When you pull up what you feel you need. Do you need courage with where you need to say yes for your divine feminine side? Do you need courage for your divine masculine side, where you need to take the leap? Pull that up. And I just looked and it's 33 minutes as I was saying that. I'll just stay quiet for a moment. And then I'm going to count from 10 to 1. And when I get to 2, you're going to think about your eyes. And when I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes, wide awake, back on the video. And then I'm going to do a bit of silent healing, moving my hands about, picking up different crystals, and just wherever they guide me to. So I won't speak from unless I'm really guided to. And then I'll just end the video, okay? So silence for now, setting your intention. Okay, ready to come back now. I'm going to count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Think about opening your eyes. 1, opening your eyes, wide awake, back on the video. Jump on a timeline to the New Earth. which you actually have to do every day, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's not that you just do it once and you're there. It's you have to continuously be conscious of what you're connected to. So just talk for a little bit. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna be silent now, and I'm just gonna pick up different stuff. So. Guys, and because I can feel that my buzzer might go soon and I don't want it to ruin this, I'm going to shake the rattle now, and this is just going to be to clear any lingering dark energy that shouldn't be there. But dark thoughts, your own kind of overthinking. And when I'm smiling there, the light activations come out my eyes, and I don't know if you could tell, some of you will be able to tell, I was saying things. So I was hearing collectively what people needed to hear. And some of it was quite funny. I'll not say it on this one, but I might share when I do a live the next time. So I'm just going to seal this off in the way that I'm always guided to seal it off, with my signature infinity loop. So yeah, so just let me know what you experience from this. And I'll experiment with just starting off not talking at all. But this one was just whatever it needed to be. And those of you on the highest tier, I'm going to be recording whatever needs to come through for us later on tonight when my niece is sleeping. So I hope you enjoyed that and got what you need from it. I'll see you the next time. Sending you lots of love. Like, comment, subscribe. But you do what you want to do, because we're all just going to do what we want to do. See you later. Bye.